Hello people, day 2 with Sawyer again. Unfortunately Adam, I don't think he's gonna make it today, so we've only got 4, me, Sawyer, Brown and Olly Cornish. Again, tough games today, see how it goes.
Alright guys, so kicking off the second day. First match was against Urban. Urban had a team of Krish, Liam McTurnan, Alim and Jasmine Wong. Very strong team today. And we had me playing at 3, Olly at 1, Sawyer at 2, Owen Brown at 4. So yeah, we're trying to get a dub. Let's go. First match was Olly Cornish versus Krish. Krish started off really well, like receiving super well, holding really well. Like his soft block was very effective in his matches today, as you're gonna see. Re-looping strong on the forehand side as well. And I think Olly was also struggling in terms of like in the open rally. It just felt like Krish was just putting one extra ball. And yeah, unfortunately Olly did lose 3-1. Now, second match on was Sawyer and Alim. I would say it's very difficult to play a chopper first match in the morning. Some people don't really have choppers in their team, so it's kind of difficult to warm up against or get ready for. And playing someone like Sawyer as well, who's a bit unconventional. He does, a lot of feeling shots, a little tricky serves here and there. His forehand is very underrated. He actually has very good forehand as well. Attacks really well. We gave him the same tactics as usual, like just sort of play about, feel the game out and do what works for you. And yeah, he said whenever he was attacking, he was actually like winning more points than actually him dropping. So yeah, so he went out there, attacked when he could, just kept the ball on the table, and then he managed to grab the win 3-0 against Alim, putting the score at 1-1. Now, third match on was me against Jasmine Wong. Me and Jasmine, she's from my uni as well. We've played together a lot actually. She has pimples on the backhand side, short pimples on the backhand, and her style is quite like aggressive. I guess that's the best way I could just describe it. She's quite aggressive, looking to get the forehand in. So yeah, I was very aware forehand's probably going to be more of a problem. I don't actually struggle that much with the short pimples on the backhand side. I find just stepping back and just giving it a lot of spin tends to be the best way to play against it. So I was just thinking in mind, just like be very aggressive on the first like 2-3 points, make sure she's under pressure so she's in a defensive position, and more likely than not I would probably like be ahead in the point and have a good chance of taking the point. In terms of services, I was going more like short to the forehand side a lot, like trying to get to touch or push half long, and then just very long to the backhand, just extremely long to the backhand, like very fast, so she like kind of lifts the ball up and I can go at it a little bit. Yeah, I played very good in the first set, getting a very strong lead. Managed to clinch it. I managed to take it like 11-6. And then third set, there was a little period where I could have probably lost it. I went 10 down. Fortunately, I played some good points and then managed to come back and win it. But yeah, in the third set, I was pretty comfortable just going about my game plan. Same thing again, be very aggressive, be on her at all times, and then yeah, I managed to win. Now the fourth match on was Owen and Liam McTurnan. Started off pretty close, but I think Liam just was a bit more solid than Owen, to be honest. He was more solid, was more aggressive, he got in a lot more. I think Owen was trying to rely on his punching and his blocking and counter loops and stuff, but it wasn't to be. Liam was a bit more consistent, pretty good quality on the ball as well. And I think in the service receive game, he was a bit more dominant. And yeah, he managed to beat Owen 3-1. Now this match 5, Olly and Alim, we all knew this was going to be a very important match in terms of Olly's like mental state as well, because he just lost to Krish. And yeah, he started off really well, being aggressive, a lot more consistent than before. And then the game plan was sort of just to try and keep Alim's forehands out, because this guy has some very good half long pickups and just crunch balls. Like he just rips through the ball on his forehand side. So Olly kept going, He was confident in the game plan, and then he managed to eventually take in the fifth. Very close in the fifth, but he managed to take in the fifth. Now, the next game was me against Krish. Me and Krish have played before, actually. I think we played twice this year already. He's beaten me twice already. So coming to this game, I was probably the underdog. I was the underdog. Just looking to maybe change the results from before. When we started the game, and initially I felt pretty good in terms of like in the rally and everything like that. He was soft blocking really well though, like getting me in uncomfortable areas and stuff. But I think my main issue came was when I had to be a bit more defensive, when I had to make a block here or there. I wasn't as stable and I was missing a lot more, so that gave away a couple points every set. I'd say 2 to 3 points a set. I was missing just because of the blocks and stuff, which is something I have to look on. Other than that, the game was pretty, in terms of the rally, it was pretty okay, but Server C was okay as well. It was just, I made too many mistakes in the blocking department, and yeah, he managed to beat me 3-0. Next game on was Liam McTurnan and Joe Sawyer. These two had one crazy back and forth game. In the fifth set, again, Liam managed to get a crazy lead. I think he went like 8-4 up or something like that. Sawyer managed to bring it back a little bit, brought it back down to 8-9, 9-8. Unfortunately, he lost in 11-8 in the fifth. So yeah, that concludes. That means the match right now is 4-3 to Urban, and we really need a good game from Owen. Lucky enough, Owen delivers, gets us the very much the big win he needed. Again, I told him the same sort of tactics I used against Jasmine, and he used them pretty effectively. And he managed to beat Jasmine 3-0 as well. That secured the draw against Urban. So we drew 4-4, Krish winning 2, Liam winning 2. But we all managed to get one game each, and then yeah, 4-4, and we move on to play against Bats in the next match.
Kicking off the first match against Bats, we had Joy versus Josh. Josh Bennett being top 10 in England. Very, very good player. And I don't know if they've played before. I think this might be their first encounter. Well, in this match, Josh was just on it. Like, he just handled Sawyer really well. Sawyer's attacks and the feelings and chops, like it was good, but you know, Josh was just a different class, and managed to beat Joe 3-0 in the end. Mr. Top 10 Josh Bennett took the game. The next game after that was Olly Cornish versus Jack Bennett. Jack Bennett being obviously Josh Bennett's brother. This was a pretty good game. They went 1-1. Olly was, I think, down in the first set, and he came back to equalize it at 1-1. Yeah, we just told Olly to just be more stable than Josh, and he took full advantage of it, and he managed to win this match 3-1.
Now in this next game, we had Owen Brown and Ethan Walsh. Ethan Walsh used to be #1 in England actually, when I was a junior and a cadet. He was known for his backhand. Like, his backhand was insane. Very good at blocking, very good at really putting on the backhand side. Forehand, very solid, just on the table and stuff, but the backhand was what was most dangerous about him. Tried to tell Owen to probably avoid the backhand side and play more to the forehand side, but tactics weren't always executed well, and unfortunately Owen lost 3-1, and that leaves the game at 2-1 2 Bats. So my third match was against Ryan Chung. Me and Ryan have actually played, like, I feel like we played 4 times. I've actually never beaten this guy. I think he really knows how to play me well. Yeah, last couple of times we played, I think it's been 3-0 to Ryan. Coming into this match, I was thinking back to the tactics I played when I played against him, which was trying to be ready for his jab serve. Kind of comes like half long towards the backhand side, and then try to avoid playing too much to his backhand, because he's very fast, has a very good pivot, and just hits the ball. I was trying to get him to block a bit more, be a bit more passive. And in terms of service receive, I was trying to make him receive like more side spin or topspin serves, because he doesn't like to flick too much. Yeah, that was my main tactics. And then in the upper rally, just, you know, try to keep the ball on the table as much as possible and try to be aggressive. But yeah, Ryan got to an early lead. Took the first 2 sets pretty comfortably on his end. I did have my opportunities here and there, but I guess I made too many mistakes when, you know, it was kind of crucial. Second set I lost like I think 11-7 or 11-8. And then in the third set I just decided to change up the momentum, like play a lot more aggressive. Like I was kind of just taking more risks, trying to go for more reloops. Instead of blocking, I was trying to just go for reloops and stuff, and go for flicks more and stuff like that. And it did end up working. I actually ended up having the biggest lead I've had against him in a while. Eventually having 10-7. Unfortunately, though, I didn't manage to capitalize and take the set. And yeah, he came back and he won the set 13-11. Next game on was Joe and Ethan Walsh. These two had a very close game. Joe was again trying to be more aggressive. I don't think he was trusting his drop that much. It was a very back and forth game, this one. I think Walsh played pretty good in terms of like tactically. Joe was very consistent though, kept the ball on the table, and he did manage to scrape by and win this match in the fifth. Quite close, but yeah. He managed to pull it, bring it back for us, and I think the score right now is 3-2 to Bats, and we're moving on to the sixth game. Now, unfortunately, I did lose the recording for the match against Josh Bennett and Olly Cornish. It was a very good game. Ollie, unfortunately, lost 3-0. Josh played really well, and yeah, moving on. My game against Jack Bennett. First time me and Jack Bennett played, quite back and forth. I used a couple of Ollie's tactics, which was to get him to receive short on the forehand side. I was saying he doesn't flick that much. If I go a bit more side spin, back spin, or even top spin, he won't flick too much, so I have a chance to get in third ball attacks. And I was just saying to make sure you get in with a good spin towards the middle area or backhand area. One of the main things they always said, don't push long to this guy's backhand because he will just swing the ball. And in terms of open rally, I was just, trying to stay in the rally as much as possible until I have a good opportunity to finish the point. Now in the first set, I was down 10-7. I managed to make a comeback, and unfortunately I did lose it 12-10. In the second set, again, it was quite back and forth. He was switching his tactics. He started doing these like side spin sort of blocks, soft blocks, which was ruining my rhythm a little bit. Still, I managed to manage it, but still I lost 11-9 in this set. In the third set, I had my biggest lead, actually leading I think 8-2 or 8-3. But unfortunately, like I always do, I bowled it. I bowled the lead, and yeah, I lost 11-8 that set from leading 8-3. So yeah, I lost 3-0, and that left the match score at I think 5-2. So yeah, the last game was against Ryan and Owen Brown.
From the camera. Bro, I want it behind the back, yeah? Behind the back king.
Yeah, man.
Behind the back king. What are you gonna give me?
If you puts it there, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
I want to serve like this. For the vlog.
360, yeah? Serve long.
Change it.
Vamos! Allez. Behind the back, man. No! This is garbage. Well played. Yeah.
And here is the current table standings. We are 4th in the division right now, about 4 points from first place. And Bats, of course, who won all their matches as well. But yeah, I think we have a good chance of potentially finishing top 2, top 3. Yeah, let's go. Let's keep fighting. See you guys in the next vlog.